Hi everyone, it's Adam from Fish Tanks, and in today's video I've got a product review for you today, and it's been a month since I've had this product, so I thought I'd give you my honest thoughts on it. Today we have Plantus from NT Labs, a brand new liquid fertiliser on the market, and I'm going to go into giving you the details and everything you'll need to know, so let's get into this. So then, let's tell you about Plantus. Now, Plantus essentially is a liquid fertiliser that contains micronutrients and macronutrients for your aquarium. So this is a lot more concentrated than what you'd usually have as your typical liquid fertiliser. So this is not your usual fertiliser. This is something that's a lot more concentrated, a lot stronger, and there is a set of instructions on the back here that I'll read out here that I've been following since I've started using this product. So on the back here, it says, 1 pump per 40 litres weekly during regular maintenance. Now that is the recommended amount to a aquarist who's just dosing their aquarium. They maybe haven't got a lot of plants, they're just going to, add some nutrients into the water column. And what I followed is the second bullet point here. Now it says to promote plant growth in moderately planted aquariums, which is pretty much what these are. They aren't fully like planted to the brim. They're quite nicely planted, but there's a fair bit of hardscape. I've been doing 1 pump per 40 litres daily. Now obviously I have my Scape 90 there that I've been doing 2 pumps for, and for the Roma 125 I've been doing 3 pumps for. Now of course I'm missing about 10 litres there of dosage and 5 litres there, but I was doing it to be on the safe side as I didn't want to overload any macro or micronutrients into the water column. Once again, this is a lot stronger than your typical liquid fertilizer. Now, when following these instructions that I've followed, it follows up by saying that it requires and it ensure to make sure that you perform a 30% weekly water change, which is exactly what I've been doing. The reasoning for that is, of course, with it being more concentrated and a stronger fertilizer, with these macro and micronutrients being left in your water column, there is some that are left over after your plants haven't consumed them, and as a result can cause an increase of chance of algae in your aquarium, as well as the fact that it could increase your phosphates too, so you want to be careful of that. That being said, I've followed this to a T, and as a result I can confirm to you that this product has been incredible. I've used a lot of fertilizers over the years, big brands, small brands, you name it, I've used a lot, and I can safely say that Plantus has been incredible. I've noticed a massive increase in plant growth. I've noticed a decrease in algae. Now that is another thing that it says on the packaging of this product, is that it helps reduce algae growth, which is essential for, aquascapers. We all hate seeing blackbeard algae or this mossball algae that I've been dealing with, that I'll show you some pictures of in a moment. So like I said, decrease in algae. Now a lot of aquascapers, famous ones, have said to me that a way to combat algae is to make sure you're growing your plants, and this product helps do that. When I've been dosing this, my plant growth has been incredible, and as a result the plants have been out competing the algae, and it's stunted the growth. Okay, there is still algae in the aquarium, and that is where you need to manually remove it, or maybe use some liquid carbon or something like that, but I've noticed a complete stunt in growth, meaning that the plants have thrived and the algae has decreased. So you're probably wondering, what is the lighting period on these tanks? I usually go for around 8 hours a day. 2 of the tanks are on different settings. So for the Roma, with it being a bigger tank, I have it at 50% capacity, light capacity, and I have it on 35 to 40% on the Scape 90, as it's a lot more epiphyte orientated and slower growing plants. Now, to be completely transparent, I recently received a light that I'll be reviewing down the line too, that is now equipped to both of these tanks. However, I'm yet to find out the results and how much this light has impacted the growth of the plants alongside this fertilizer, so I'll keep you updated in the future about that. Now you're probably wondering, what is my answer? Would I recommend Plantus to a fish keeper that has a planted aquarium? Yes, I definitely would, as long as you follow the instructions on the back of this bottle to the measurements that it says. you will get some great success. Of course, I've only been testing this for the past month, but from my experience and the evidence provided clearly from the past month of pictures that I've taken of each tank, the growth has been substantial. The decrease in algae has been visible and apparent. It's a great product, and I've got to say a massive thank you to NT Labs for sending this product out. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I haven't been paid to do this review. They just kindly sent it out as it's a new product on the market, and I was excited to test it out. So thank you so much everyone for watching. I really appreciate you watching as usual. If you can tell as well, I've been ill the past week, so I tried my best to get through this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.